So last week we started talking about delays. Is that good or bad for developers and publishers to put on some delays, as we have seen, especially in this COVID period? A lot of game, at least 51 this year, plus at least 3, 4, 5 next year already put on delays. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? And that's what we're already talking about last week. And as you said, we love to digress a lot. So since Krian couldn't make it this week and Phil is gone, actually, I hope he's fine.
I'm sure he's
2 weeks
fine.
in
He's
a row
probably
now.
just still asleep.
So I guess we'll have to digress a lot to fill up our hour.
We got plenty to talk about. I still have a few questions that we didn't really get into last week, so we can get into some of those questions. But for example, do you think, I was wondering if you can think of any examples. We talked about a lot of delays where
Mhm.
things didn't work out quite as they wanted, like Duke Nukem Forever or Final Fantasy 15, you were obviously very dissatisfied with. Can you think of any
Always will.
times? Sorry, what?
Always will be
Always
dissatisfied
will, yeah.
with FF15.
Can you think of any time that a delay actually, in your opinion, actually kind of saved a game where it came out delayed and you were thinking, okay, I'm glad they delayed this. This is actually really, I'm really happy with the way this came out.
Oh, damn, I should have gone prepared. I'm sure there is some, but not coming right up my mind. So I'm sure that Forbidden West, which has been delayed, will be coming out on time and properly next February or March or something like this.
February
But
18th is the current date, but we'll see if that changes.
but that's just a guess at that point. So a game which came out late. Can't think of anything at the moment. Um, Do you have one? I will just try to think of one recent, which was it, most of the game were delayed. So maybe if I just pick one
Yeah, we
random
could probably just
game,
pick any game at this point.
do you think that Scarlet Nexus was late or?
I don't remember if Scarlet Nexus was delayed or not. I don't think so. I
I,
didn't
d-
see it on the list of games
I
that was
don't.
delayed, and it came out this year.
And it was pretty good. So well, no delays, but good. So
Did you
there
finish
was
it?
no need for delays. Not yet. It's quite long, but there's two stories. You have to play the game twice
Oh, right, because you
because
have to
yeah,
play as
there's
both
a
characters.
exactly yeah. So not finished yet. Too much work. Too much work to do.
Really? I
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
the game
yeah.
wasn't
Oh,
that
game.
long.
No, this game is not that long. It's just like my real life work is a good 70 hours a week, and between
Hmm.
this and family and all, unfortunately, there's not much time to play. Like
Well,
1 or 2 hours a week. Even if the game is not long, 1 or 2 hours a week, that gives you 2 games a year or something.
well, that's what we're here for, is to talk about
Exactly.
all the trials and tribulations of gaming in our middle ages as we, business and family and work and all that gets in the way. How do we balance all those things? So that's what we're here for to discuss. So yeah.
Absolutely.
And actually, that's kind of one thing that it's kind of funny now. I saw some people were reacting negatively to the Endwalker delay, and they were, oh, it's all bad. And apparently, from what I've heard, they're actually, the game itself is finished, and they're just doing some what I heard is Q&A testing. So basically, they just want to make sure that, because if you remember when Shadowbringer came out, there were a lot of problems with people not being able to sign in just because there were so many people coming
Of
back.
course.
Yeah, that is just really
Yeah.
hard to get in. So I've heard that the game itself is done. They're just doing tests on their servers to make sure that
On
they're
the
going to be able to
servers, yeah.
handle the influx of people. So it's not the game that's delayed; it's the work on the servers that's, they just want to make sure that that's prepared. Um, but the point is when it was delayed, I was actually, a lot of people were upset. Oh no, it's delayed. We have to wait. And my first reaction is, oh, okay, more tome farming for me. I get to go back and do more of this, knock out the stuff that I haven't knocked out yet. And that's kind of something that I've seen with like Horizon Forbidden West, when I found out it was going to be delayed, and it's like, oh, it's coming out on my birthday. This is wonderful. Yay, happy birthday to me. I know a lot of other people were upset. But at this age, for me, my backlog is so big that, the only way that I'm able to play a game on time is if I just say, okay, I have this game over here and I'm just going to skip it and just jump into the new hotness. And then, that just gets like, pushed further back into my backlog. So whenever a game is delayed, I'm like, it's not like I don't have a dearth of things to play. So
Yeah,
yeah, they don't
actually,
bother
yeah.
me that much anymore.
You have to write to Valve saying, please stop doing Steam sales every 3 times a year. I can't play the games anymore.
Gosh,
Stop it.
yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
No.
the the Halloween sale for the PlayStation I bought. 3 games or something like that. And obviously
Ay,
I
ay,
haven't
ay,
played
ay.
all of them, so but yeah, and then on my final stream of Dread Out, somebody was recommending another game. I think it's by, I don't remember if it's a Thai developer or Indonesian, but I think it's called Araya or something like that. And they
Oh,
were
I was the one recommending it to you in the last show.
Oh, you recommend that one too? Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't Araya then. Maybe it was a different one. But they
Okay.
recommended one and it wasn't on my wish list, so maybe it was a different game. I don't remember. But they recommended it and I was like, oh, okay, this will make a great game for next Halloween. So like I'm
Yeah, you
buying
can
games a
already.
year and I have a game and I'm not going to play it for a year. I still my wife got me Death Stranding when it first came out, and I still haven't played it. So now they're talking about the director's cut. I'm like, I might as well just wait for the director's cut to come out and just get the expansion to it, and then just play the PS5
Uh,
version.
I'm not a super big fan of this one.
That's okay, but I'm just saying, like, like at the same time, she also got me Dot Hack. Was it Dot Hack? Not Dot Hack at Roots. Dot Hack GU Recoded, which was the 3 Roots games combined into
Mhm.
one. It's like a compilation. And I haven't played that, and I got that 2 years ago for Christmas, and now it's Christmas again almost. So like, yeah. So if
so
Horizon Forbidden West doesn't want to come out until February, I'm like, okay, that's fine.
so
Take your
that's not,
time.
you don't care about the publisher's delays. You care about your own.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Now I know that there's obviously not everybody's in our situation. I think most of the people complaining are typically younger people
Of course, yeah.
uh, who have more time, but yeah, they don't bother me that much as much as they used to. I think the last
Mhm.
time I think the last time I played a game that, I think the last time I didn't have something in my backlog to play was back on the PS3. I think I remember one time I was like, oh, I just finished a game and I got nothing to play. Oh well, I'll play one of the free PS Plus games. And I think that was the last time on the PS3 when I didn't have something that I was like, oh no, I have to play this next. So
So that was what, 10 years ago at least?
at least,
Easily?
yeah. Yeah, no Phil again. Korean's commenting here. Oh no, no Phil again. Yeah, we don't know what happened. He's disappeared. I don't know. We'll have
I
to
was
wait and see what
actually
happened.
I was actually mentioning the fact that there's a time difference here in Canada. We moved 1 hour, and I was like, "Oh, Adam, already? Shall we're starting the show already?" Yeah, we don't have any time difference in Taiwan. Ah, okay. So I could
Yeah,
have been late, and Adam would have done the show all by himself.
it wouldn't be the first time. It would have been the second time I've done that. So, um, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
that's an interesting thing for those of you who don't know. If you're, for example, uh, in America or Canada, you guys still have daylight savings. Here in Taiwan, we do not have daylight savings, so our schedule stays the same year round. Clocks never change. And I know a lot of people in the States want to change that. What about Canada? Is there kind of a push in Canada to
Yeah,
get rid of
same.
it?
Yes, I'm pushing to get rid of it.
A Korean misses it because you get to sleep in and you wake up and the sun's not quite up yet. Yeah, it's because it's supposed to follow the sun, I think, or in the morning. But
Yeah, that means that right now by 3:30, maybe 4 p.m., it's dead dark. That's not fun.
yeah, here it's I mean, yeah, here. I mean, we're closer to the equator. We're just like where we are in Kaohsiung City. We are just south of the what do you call it? The Tropic of Cancer, the northern one. I think Capricorn's the
I,
southern one. I'm
just
not
to
sure.
answer Korean, yes, we did have it in Ireland as well. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. So we're
Mm.
basically on the equator. So for us, our time difference doesn't shift too much, but that means
Mm.
winter doesn't get cold. I'm still wearing shorts and short sleeves now. Um, so yeah, we're everyone's talking about how we have cold weather now. They're like, oh yeah, we got cold weather this week until next week. All right, so Korea says, yeah, it's the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees. And Kaohsiung is right on the line. So let me double check here what the weather is like today. Okay, so today is going to be 26 degrees Celsius. So
Ha.
yeah, so that should be what, 80s or so Fahrenheit. I don't
And in
remember.
a month, I'll be covered in snow, dead in the negatives.
Yep, and our leaves
Yay!
will still be green.
And you'll have typhoon. I never have typhoon, so
That's true. That's true. We have typhoons, but I mean, does the east coast of Canada ever get hurricanes? Did they ever make it that far north?
no, we well from time to time, but it goes into the Maritimes, Nova Scotia. So if there's bit of a backlash in Montreal, it's usually just a bit of winds.
Oh, okay.
Never that bad.
Because I know the like New York's had them before, so I know they can get kind of north, go
Yeah,
further
yeah, but
north.
along the coast, I'm more like inland.
Okay, where you are, yeah, yeah, where we were in Virginia, we were still pretty far inland too, so it would be a heavy rain by the time it reached us. But again, we're getting off on a tangent here, so
Absolutely.
which isn't so bad.